Hi everyone, it's 11 a.m. on September 16th. I got another 7 or 8 hours left of the fast. I hope I can survive. Uh, I hope so, but you can hear from my voice that it's getting a little bit challenging. But that's what we're being punished for, right? All the sins that we've sinned. I recorded a live stream yesterday, but I thought I would, because it's a long video, not everybody's going to watch it. I thought I would summarize all the confessions that I made in that video. My big confession is that I've been approaching a perceived bias that I have in my life, against me, I have in my life. I've been approaching it a little bit in the wrong way. So most of my subscribers had commented yesterday about Single Lives Matter, SLM. I prefer not to use that phrase anymore because I got very bitter about it. What had happened was that several years ago I was working at a tech giant when one of my coworkers had a very complicated pregnancy. She had developed diabetes during the pregnancy. It resolved itself, but she was missing a lot of work at the time. And she had asked if I would donate some of my vacation time. I didn't have any significant health issues, but I did want to go to a conference and also just go on vacation. But I gave her the vacation time, and I got really bitter about it because as soon as I gave it to her, it felt like she had just swallowed it down, and there wasn't even a burp, right? I was hoping that we could network a little bit more. She is also Asian, just like myself. She's a little bit older than me. I was hoping to get to know some of her friends outside of the workplace. And it just felt like once I gave her the vacation time, it just got instantly digested, swallowed, and gone, right? And that's what threw me a little bit. That was kind of selfish of me. But for many years, I got angry about how people don't value the lives of single individuals. And then last year, August 2020, we went back to the office, obviously, and another one of my coworkers had asked me to donate some of my vacation time. She had extended family members who had COVID and needed to keep their kids safe. At the time, the vaccine didn't exist yet, and their kids weren't even old enough to get it now. So she was taking care of these kids, and so I donated about half of my vacation time to her again. And she was a little bit nicer to me. Certainly they're very busy at the moment. Certainly we can't really safely meet up at the moment. But I had a change of heart because earlier this year, we're working on Zoom now. During a meeting, I got to see another one of my coworkers who came back to work with her child now. He's about 8 or 9 months old. And during the meeting, we could see the child and hear the child crying on the camera. And I just got a little bit of a change of heart. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world to help some of my coworkers out, right? It was kind of selfish of me to go stargazing, to go to the Computer Olympiad, to go to a board game club, to go swimming in Gdansk Bay, when I have when there's all these beautiful things going on, right? People taking care of family and having children. I probably won't be having children in my life, so maybe I can just treat some of these children as my own, or at least contribute to them, right? I also behaved a little bit selfishly for Yom Kippur itself, actually. I was going to go in for a job interview today, but I told the recruiter, why don't we schedule it for a different time? I have some personal events. I didn't tell him it was Yom Kippur. But the reason I didn't want to go to the job interview was I didn't want to have to defend myself on why I'm wearing fancy shoes and why I'm not eating or drinking, right? It's not unusual, even in an office circumstance, somebody offers you a glass of water, or you might want to take me out to lunch. I didn't want to have to explain all that. It was kind of selfish for me. Yom Kippur should be for everybody atoning for sins should be for everybody to enjoy, right? I shouldn't be hiding out and not educating others about it. I kind of put my own personal, professional image on top of the benefits of everybody else. That was selfish of me. I need to get over that. I have some bad habits I need to correct. I'll let you pause the video to think about this. What was the hardest thing to give up for Yom Kippur? Wasn't the eating. It wasn't the drinking even. It wasn't having to change my shoes. It wasn't having to give up taking a shower. I got to admit, I did cheat a couple of times having to wash my hands because I sometimes don't pay close attention to what I'm touching. And nowadays, people are very touchy. Right now, people are starting to shake hands and touch each other. I'll just pause the video to think about it. It was giving up the masturbating. I masturbate too much, sometimes half a dozen times a day. And, I never stopped to think about it because there are health benefits to it and it does feel good. So it didn't feel like it was a problem. It never feels like it's a problem until you have to stop doing it, right? You have to go back to the office, or maybe I spend the night with my girlfriend and I can't really do it. I don't know. What would your girlfriend or your wife think if she caught you masturbating while you were sleeping together in the same bed? Right? I'm just curious. Leave a comment if you have an answer for that. I had a problem with communicating at a job interview. See, I'm living in Phoenix right now. I got some work going on here in Phoenix, but I'm also working for a tutoring center in Redmond, Washington, and my manager was thinking about some clients who want to work in person, but he's been hanging there in terms of giving a final answer. And as a result, I don't know if I should renew my apartment here in the Phoenix area. It's a month-to-month lease. And I also don't know if I should start getting ready for going back to Redmond, because on my way back to Redmond, there are a few things I'd like to visit, and I want to call a few Airbnbs or hotels along the way, make sure I have a place to crash. And I can't do any of that because he hangs there. And I got very frustrated with him earlier this week. I said, I'd really love to start planning my trip. Do you think you can give me an answer by Friday? And I became very selfish with that. I told him I wanted to plan my trip, right? It really should have been, we need to work together, right? I want to make sure the students have somebody who's fresh and ready to work, right? I should have said it that way, but I got angry. And that's part of my sinning, right? Being angry at every little detail in life. Anyways, the anger, the selfishness of not wanting to teach others important lifestyle education, the bad habits, especially the masturbating, right? Are probably the big sins that I have going on at the moment.